Hi, I'm Natalie,
And I'm Corey.
and for our EDTL 2740 class, we selected CBRs and CBLs.
So what are CBRs and CBLs? They're technologies that can be used with Texas Instrument calculators, such as TI-82s, TI-83s, TI-84 Plus, and TI Inspires. They are attached to calculators with the use of a micro USB cord and are used for data collection in both math and science fields.
CBR stands for Calculator-Based Ranger. It uses a sonic motion detector to measure distance. It can be used for tracking motion, graphing, functions, calculus applications, and also for statistics and data analysis.
CBL stands for Calculator-Based Laboratory. Different attachments are used with the CBL to collect different points of data. Some different data points we can collect with the CBL include, but are not limited to, light, sound, voltage, temperature, and heart rate.
CBRs and CBLs can be used in many different levels of school and in many different classrooms. CBRs and CBLs can be used in math classrooms such as algebra, calculus, and statistics. They can also be used in science classrooms such as physics and ecology.
Alright, so now we're going to show you how to connect the CBRs and the CBLs to a TI-84 calculator. First, you got to get your calculator, and here's the CBR, and to connect the two, you just use a cord just like this one. It comes with the CBR or the CBL. For the CBR, you plug it into the side, and you take the other end and you just plug it into the top of the calculator. And just like that, you have it connected. In the same way, you connect the CBL, except the connector port's in the bottom. So you plug it in, and then you have both your CBR and CBL connected to your calculator, just like that.
The CBL also has other attachments that collect data. They all plug into the ports on the side. On the side right here. So this is the temperature probe. So you would just take this attachment and then put it in the little slot right there. It works the same way with the light sensor and also and also with the voltage tester.
Alright, so that's how you connect the CBRs and the CBLs to your TI-84 or any other Texas Instruments calculator. Alright, so now that we have the CBR2 connected to the TI-84 Plus calculator, we can get started by going to Apps, hitting the Apps buttons, and finding CBL CBR down. For me, it's number 7. Hit Enter, and you see this come up. So for the CBR, we'll mostly be using Ranger. Press Enter, and here's the main menu. You can do a couple different things. The setup sample is where you can change things like the time in seconds, the display, which we have set at distance. We can begin on the trigger or enter or have a delayed start, and we can change our units, whether it's meters or feet. From here, we can either go to Start Now, which will bring you to the graph right away, or back to the main menu. Here you can see the different applications we can use for. Once again, you'll select meters or feet. We'll stay meters this time. And here you can see the different things. You can do a distance match, a velocity match, a ball bounce, or you can go back to the main menu. So we use distance match later on in the video for an activity. So we'll go back to the main menu. You can look at the different tools, how to get data, and that is kind of a quick look at the CBR. Next, we have the CBL. With the CBL, we can use many different tools. This one here captures light. This one here, you can check the voltage of different things. And for this one here, it's a temperature probe. To get started, we'll just plug it into the side just like so. And next, we'll go to our calculator. We'll go to Apps. Go back to CBR, CBL. And for this one, we're going to use gauge. So it's the first one. Since we have the temperature probe, we'll hit temperature. As you can see, you can go light or voltage. Alright, so now we're going to show how to do the match graph for distance activity. First, you start by going to your apps, finding the CBR, CBL. You go to Ranger, Applications, meters or feet. We're going to do it in feet this time. And then distance match is what we're going to want to do. So you can read the directions there. And here's the graph she has to start. So if you count up the sides, she needs to start 1, 2, 3, 4 feet away. So Natalie, if you want to move 4 feet away. Alright, if you want to come look at the graph, you should probably come look at the graph. So this is the graph she has to match. So it's almost a straight line. She moves back a little bit, stays put, and then comes forward at the end. And the CBR will be able to detect where she's at in relation to the sensor. So we're going to start. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. And as you see, it tracks your points. You got to move in a little bit. Now move in a lot. Alright. As you can see, she started off a little bit behind. She started about 5 feet away. And then she got in line. And then she moved forward just a little bit too quickly. So you can hit enter. And then you can do the same match, which is the same graph, a new match, or applications. So if you want to do the same match, go here, and then you can keep retrying the same graph.